Now hold on. Really ask yourself, is all you want is a good man?
Baby, let me slow stroke through your thoughts.
What's good, everybody? If you're first time viewing my content of this video, make sure you like the video and subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you are a viewer and a first time watcher and a subscriber, make sure that you have your notifications on. I know right now it may look like you have your notifications on, but click on the bell and you might see that it might be click on the bell and you may see that it might be personalized. So make sure you click on all notifications so you will get all notifications to all my content. Today we're going to be watching a video done by this lovely woman, and basically this is like a female podcast. I don't know what exactly she is talking about altogether, but in this specific case, basically they're talking about good men, right? And one of the women was like, that she doesn't just want a good man, she wants a personality along with a good man, right? And we're going to talk about this because I've talked about this in one of my previous videos last year concerning the basis of, does it just take you being a good man to get a good woman? Without further ado, let's get into it.
I don't think just being a good man is enough
And it's plain.
to stay in a relationship with them.
But when I say a good man, I mean like he's good. That means all around. That means himself, spiritually, mentally, physically.
That's great.
Healthily, like he's a good man.
That doesn't mean that he's the man for you. And
right.
Maybe when you're going through these motions of getting to know him, you're realizing, okay, he's a great person, but honestly, I don't with his humor. Like, he could be funny, but he's not funny to me.
And that's why a lot of modern women are getting 40 with 4 cats and no man, because
maybe that's what
he's a good man, but because he's not funny, you gotta throw that out.
I don't think just being
I hear what she's saying, and I think when men hear this, it catches them a little off. I will not front to you. It catches men a little off to hear something like this, right? And so in the comments, you'll hear a lot of men in there like, oh, this is what Kevin Samuels was talking about. This is modern day women for you, yada, 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 yada. But what she is saying is that he could be a good man at heart. He can be spiritually in tune, all this good stuff, right? But just because he's a good man does not mean that he's good for you. That's all that she is saying. Just because a man is he has his bread up, just because he might be spiritually in tune, he might be educated, he might be, physically fit, all this type of stuff does not mean that y'all are compatible for one another. There has to be something genuine concerning connection rather than just assets and resources. So she's saying like, yeah, but like if she don't mess with his humor, if he might be passive aggressive, he might have a short temper, but everything good, but then you might try and argue that because he's not controlling of his anger and stuff like that, that just falls in line with spirituality. Listen, you interpret it how you want to interpret it, okay? But what I will say is that even if so, right? Just because you're a good man and you got your stuff together does not mean that, that you're going to be compatible for a good woman. Just because you have a good man that's right in front of you, it doesn't mean that you have to be attracted to him. It does not, you're not obligated. A woman is not obligated to give a man the time of day just because he has good stuff going on. It takes more. You have to have a mojo. You have to have personality. You got to have spazazz. It's like, I talked about this in one of my previous videos. I actually talked about this in my previous podcast episode. Mr. Angry Man was talking about how like there are a lot of men out here who are like documentaries, and a woman wants a mystery novel. She wants an action-packed movie, a comedy movie or something.
Women like mystery novels because there's a mystery at the end, and reading it builds the suspense. But guess what? You ever heard of a woman reading a mystery novel twice? You ever heard of a woman reading a mystery novel twice? So if you put The Secret on the back page of the damn mystery novel, nobody would ever buy it. They'll just turn the book around, look at what happened at the end, and then put the book back on the damn shelf. And see, some of you niggas, you're not even an interesting mystery novel. You ain't a mystery novel. There's no suspense. There's no adventure. There's no mystery. You know what a lot of you dudes are? Your textbooks. Your textbooks. Better yet, since a lot of y'all don't like reading books, I'll give you a better analogy. If men were movies, right? The men that are successful are the dudes that are like action adventure movies, romantic comedies, even horror movies. Because a dude that's scary definitely attracts women. But you niggas today have become documentaries. That's what you niggas have become. You've become documentaries. And what does a documentary do as opposed to all those other categories of movies? A documentary teaches you what it is. Those other movies show you what it is. See, you dudes are trying to teach the women who you are instead of showing them who you are. You're boring. You're boring.
And that's all she's saying, is that she doesn't want a man that's boring. He can be educated. He can be intelligent. He can be everything, right? He might look good on Instagram, might look good on social media, but like if he can't hold a conversation, you know, if he doesn't know what it means to be in a relationship, if he doesn't know how to please her in bed and listen to what she wants in bed, you know what is there to that? This won't be a compatible relationship. But what I'm seeing in this comment section, there's a lot of men who are like, I don't know if you want to call it deflecting, but a lot of men in the comments just aren't getting jiggy with it. This one man said you have to be a comedian, a protector, provider, and learn how to do good in bed. And all she brings in return is a box and an attitude. Like, y'all Negroes are foolish. I mean, at this point, y'all do it to yourselves, right? I mean, at this point. And like I said, if you're not able to see, you won't see it. I mean, like, what exactly are you giving to a woman? Like, now let's just be honest. Is it that hard to be a little funny? Is it that hard to be funny? Or is it that hard to be protective? Is it that hard to invest in a good woman? All she's saying is that she wants a man with a little personality. You immediately say, oh, all she's going to bring is just a box of attitude. Oh, she's just going to be a headache. Lord, do y'all even get women? I just got to ask that. Like, there's a lot of good women out here, believe it or not, in America. And y'all overlook them because of social media. And y'all need to take a little break from social media. Y'all been listening a little too much to Fresh and Fit and whoever is out there, you know, trying to give off this false and negative narrative on women, black women for that matter. Anywho, y'all let me know how y'all feel about this personally in the comments below. Am I out of pocket? Am I a simp because I desire and I love women and I just want to give a little personality for a woman and I don't mind just going a little doing the overmost just to love her. Like, do you think I'm a simp, or do you think I'm in the right? Do you truly believe that a man have a little personality, have a little style, have a little, you know what I'm saying, a little taste, a little seasoning, a little spice on the food? That's all she's saying. You know, you're not going to eat French fries without some salt and pepper. Come on. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to eat some chicken strips without some ketchup, some honey mustard. That's all she wants. She wants somebody with the sauce, with the drip, with the spice. That's all she's asking for. A seasoned man. That ain't too much to ask. She didn't ask. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just looking through these comments and it's just ridiculous. Anyways, like I said, y'all share your thoughts in the comments below, respectfully. And before you go, one more thing I ask of you: check out these other videos.